the most exciting because you take them from seeds and you plant them. And sunflowers are the most hardiest because my soil's not that great and I'm not the best gardener. And then all of a sudden you see something sprout and you like, oh, there's my girls. And you know, you start talking to them and you water them every day and you take care of the insects and you just watch them grow. And it's like it is an evolution, or I don't know what you call it, but you know, it's a growth process. And then as they grow, the season changes, and as that season changes, so does your inner self change that you and I talked about. So it was like I was able to grow with them, so to speak. And every day I would see a change in them every single day. And then I said, well, you know, if they can change, so can I. And then I started trimming them off, which that was kind of the sad part. Because with sunflowers, it's not like roses or anything else. You clip them and another one grows. This one, you clip them, that's it. You just have a stalk. And the stalk doesn't produce anything else. Because it gives so much energy to this one bulb. And once you clip it, that's kind of it. So that was very helpful, thank you. And it took me through a season. It was very timely because I planted them in March. And they'll go all the way to September if you let them grow. So that was fun.
So it took time and it took your mind away from some of it. Not only did it take your mind away, you said you grew through the process.
Yeah. So you grow through the process. And then, you know, we talked about, you know, the grieving process too, because a lot of times I would give flowers away to her or take her flowers. And I just started saying, well, let me give them to somebody else that's deserving as well. So I was able to give more of myself.
You would be able to give more of yourself, you said?
Yes.
To the other person?
Well, the people that are in need.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, like, you know, I take my grandmother flowers, or I take somebody at work flowers.
So you just didn't like designate it to like a specific person. You just kind of like people who were in need, and that kind of helped you.
Yeah. Yeah. So people that I thought that would need them or would feel good about them, and that's what I would do.
How did it make you feel giving them the flowers?
It made me feel good because it was like a fruit of my labor that I'm sharing with somebody else, and everybody I gave them to, they were so excited, and they were really happy that I did that. So, and I surprised myself because I've never done anything like that before, and I've always wanted to garden. I'm not the best at it, but I've always wanted to do that. Yeah.
So that helped you through the grieving process, you said?
Yeah, it did. You know, because you accept what's going to come out of the dirt, and it's going to be, I hate this term, it's going to be what it is. You know, what you plant is going to be, that's going to be the result of it. So, yeah, so you planted it, you take care of it. So if I take care of bad thoughts in my head, or if I give nurturing to bad thoughts, then, you know, what's the result going to be? It's going to manifest in something not good. But if you plant good stuff and water them and nurture them, and so at the same time I was nurturing my good thoughts as I was taking care of the plants.
So did you kind of transfer that to your maybe future relationships or relationships, your future relationships? Did you kind of like transfer that thought over as well?
I did, and I said, okay, I'm ready for another relationship because I know the mistakes that I've made, and I have a better gauge on who I am, having come through the process and having grown. So the result is the flowers. So it's a lot of analogy when you plant flowers that I had no idea. So yeah, so I'm able to be able to nurture another relationship more so than the last one I had. So, and to take and accept the responsibility that was mine.
So you're doing that now, nurturing another relationship?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm looking.
Okay.
Are you single?
No, I'm not single.
Oh, okay. Just kidding.
Okay. So yeah, so you said you're not in a relationship, but you feel like this process has helped you. So in the future, you can take all these activities you've done with the flowers, with the exercising,
Yes.
and going to the movies, and you feel like in a future relationship, you can use all these tools that you've learned through the grieving process and growing and planting and nurturing relationships. So you feel confident enough that when the time comes that you'll be able to use those in a future relationship?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's good, and I think maybe we should talk about getting we should talk about maybe having your kids come in because your family, right? You're saying they were going through a lot, and you said they were going through a lot, so they might be going through a lot of grieving as well. That you might.
They could be, they had a good relationship with her, so and it was kind of gradual, the pulling away, but it was inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
And so they saw me trying to hold on to something that was probably not there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Do you think that maybe seeing your kids grieving, or you might think they have trouble? Does that bother you in any way?
What? Yeah, I mean it did, because a lot of times I was like, okay, they're feeling hurt because I'm hurt, or and then I would blame myself and say, well, if I hadn't screwed up the relationship, they wouldn't be feeling bad for me,
mm-hmm.
or feeling responsible for me, or trying to entertain me or make me feel better, when that's not necessarily their responsibility. So, that was a bit of a challenge, but I think we've overcome that. So.
You think you've overcome that?
Yeah.
So you talked to your children about this, and you spoke to them about
about the growth process, and I talked to them about if they wanted to come and see you, that I would ask you. That would be, a good idea. So I'm glad that you mentioned it, that it is.
Okay.
So.
And were they open to the idea?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were open to it.
Yeah.
Okay. So if there's anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think everything is pretty good. I hope that you would be available in case I, just needed to talk to somebody, or I probably have to resign or talk to my provider about getting more services, I guess. Is that how that works?
Oh yeah, I'd have to speak to your insurance and see if you have more coverage and what's the deal with that. But I'm sure you'll be okay. I'm sure your insurance, you have a good insurance, so I think it'll cover you.
Okay. Obamacare, yes.
Yeah.
The best.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, whenever you're ready, just let me know, and I could help you with the insurance process as well if you don't know what you have or the days, or I can walk you through that as well.
Okay. Great. I really appreciate your help. You've been phenomenal.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.